Okay, I believe we will be going live right now. Perfect, we are live. Slides are good. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to Summit. This is session number 6 of our academic year, October 27th, 2021. Before we get started, I want to remind everyone that when it is your turn to speak, you are limited to 2 minutes. Also, questioning periods are 5 minutes, discussion period 5 minutes, unless you make a nice motion to extend. With that being said, on tonight, do we have quorum, Joel?
By my count, we have a lovely 25 voting members with us today.
Ayo,
So
let's
yes,
go. I think this is the most we've had in a while. So thank you everyone for coming tonight. I'm so happy to see all your faces. With that being said, let's get on to our agenda. Up first, we have an organization approval, Psi Chi Society, a presentation from RHA President Naeem, some exec reports, a senator spotlight, senator reports, open floor, and then hopefully, adjournment. With that being said, let's get right into our first item on our agenda. Is the representative from Psi Chi here?
Yep. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Do you have a presentation you'd like to share?
Yeah, I have a slide thing.
Okay, I'll make you a co-host and I'll stop sharing my screen.
All right.
You should be good to go.
Okay, can you guys see? Okay, let me try to present it. One sec. Okay, is that fine? Great. Okay, so I am proposing or representing Psi Chi at IIT. Psi Chi is an international society in psychology, and this would be a chapter at IIT. So the following slides are basically the same as the proposal that I sent earlier. So if you read that, this is kind of a repeat, but in case you didn't, this is what the organization is going to be about. So purpose and goals. Psi Chi is a student organization, and the purpose is to encourage, stimulate, and maintain excellence in scholarship of the individual members in all fields and to advance the science of psychology. So basically it's like you know how at IIT there's like society of like mechanical engineers and like society of like electrical engineers and all that stuff. It's similar to that in that it's like an organization for psychology students. How will it benefit students? It allows students to engage in the field of psychology outside of the classroom. There's lots of opportunities to interact and network with other people who are interested. And it's just a way to get involved with the department and the faculty, involve students in research and stuff like that. How is it different from others? Right now at IIT, there's not really an undergraduate organization specifically for psychology as like a science. There are, there's like Active Minds, which is more of like a advocacy thing for mental health, but this one is more about the field of science, the field of psychology as a science. I don't think I said this already, but Psi Chi actually existed at IIT up until like 2 years ago. And then because of the pandemic and like people graduating, it kind of died. So this is kind of just an attempt to revive it. It's been at IIT, I think since like 2015 is when it was like super active. And since then it's been pretty active until before the pandemic. So yeah, how are we going to recruit members? Well, we have multiple social media platforms that already exist. So there's like Instagram and Facebook and all that. But also psychology is a pretty small major at IIT. So like word gets around, or I would hope it will. That's not to say that it's only psychology majors though, like anybody's allowed to join. Current executive board. So I'm the president. Vice president is Isha, secretary Anna, treasurer Byung-hun, and event coordinator would be Lynn. These are all of the emails and list of programs and events. So for this semester, since we started pretty late and we got this whole thing set up, right now we're only really aiming to, well, the first one, fundraisers, really depends on if we get a budget or not. I think we still have to figure stuff out with that. I'm not too sure. But we are for sure aiming to get a finals week de-stressor event happening, at least like 2 weeks or 1 week before finals week. So that's definitely one of our goals. We're looking to collaborate with Active Minds, and next semester for sure, we're planning to do a lot of events. So speaker series, debunk psychology myths event, and just networking mixers and social mixers to get people involved. This is the list of interested students so far. I kind of just copied it from the Google group. We definitely looking to get more students. This is really just from talking to people. So we're trying to outreach more with social media and stuff like that. Hopefully we'll get more members. Our advisor is Professor or Dr. Nicola Gate. She was an advisor in the past, and she's the one who wanted to revive it as well. So she's our advisor. And potential budget, not too sure about this. It's kind of tentative. The one thing that we would definitely need is $55 for a membership fee, because we need at least one member of the international organization to be considered an official chapter. So $55 of that, and then the rest of it, $200 for food. I mean, it's kind of just a random number we threw out for now. I think we would have to discuss more stuff about budget after we actually get approved as an organization. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. If you have any questions or anything, I'll stop sharing. Pause share.
Perfect. Thank you so much for presenting. Right now, we will move into our 5-minute question period. So if any of our senators have any questions, please raise your hand. I'll call on you. And just a reminder, you get 2 minutes of speaking time per person. And then I'll get started right now. So again, you can type your questions as well. And I'll read them off as well. Alejandro.
Hello. Yeah, so I did have one question. Is I was curious as to the general demographic of your current or demographic in terms of year. So how many underclass members, upperclassmen in terms of how many in terms of people on your executive board right now, as well as your interested students, and is it the type of demographic that would allow a sustainable group and not one that for, as you said before, the last one kind of died out due to a lot of seniors graduating, that sort of stuff. So I was just curious about that demographic and how they play into that.
Yeah, for sure. So as far as our executive board goes, I'm a freshman. The vice president's also a freshman. Our secretary is a third year. Our treasurer is also a third year. And our program coordinator is also, she's a transfer, but I think she's also a third year, kind of. So in terms of longevity, I mean, we have 2 executive members who are freshmen, so we do plan on being in part of the organization for the next 4 years. And we do have experience with the juniors on the executive board, and they're definitely helping with like administrative stuff, and because they've been involved with other organizations and on other executive boards. So they kind of help that way too.
Thank you for that question, Alejandro, and your response. A motion to approve has been made and seconded, but it's also been objected. So we are gonna do a quick vote. If you would like to move to approve, go to your participants window and say yes or no.
Point of information, this is just enter discussion, correct?
Yeah. Okay, the motion passes. We will move to discussion. With that being said, I will be moving you to a waiting room. Feel free to stay for the rest of the meeting or not. I'll admit you when you're done if you're still here. I'll read off the results at the end of the meeting. With that being said, I'll move you. And again, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you guys for having me.
Okay, we are now in our 5-minute discussion period. If you have anything to say, raise your hand. And I'll call on you, type it as well. Ryan.
I was just gonna say, it seems like they've got their stuff together. There was already an organization earlier. They're trying to revive it. I think it's cool. We have lots of professional development organizations, so having one for psychology seems important.
Thank you for that. In the comments, Nova says, clearly the society existed and did well previously. The only reason it died down is due to the pandemic, so I see no reason to reapprove. If anybody else has anything to say, again, just raise your hand. A motion has been made to move previous question and a second. In your participants window, please vote yes or no. I still need a couple more of you guys. Perfect. Thank you for that. Joel, release the voting form. And we'll get right on to our next item on our agenda, which is a presentation from RHA's President Naeem. Do you have anything you would like to present?
No, I do not. So no slides, no worries about that. Let's see. Oh, there's a Henry behind me. Hi, Henry. Let's see. But hello, everyone. For those who don't know, my name is Naeem Muhammad. I am a senator here for SGA, but of course, you might not know I'm also the RHA president. We do have an RHA senator that is Trinity, who I believe, are they here today? I'm not sure if Trinity's here. Okay, maybe not, but not tonight, but Trinity's usually here. That's their official role for the org. But just tonight, I'm here to kind of reintroduce the concept of RHA and to give you all some updates regarding how we're doing. So for anyone who lives on campus, you should be getting emails from me all the time. Likely you have gotten, I think, at least 2 this week already about RHA and what's going on. So just to kind of summarize things, RHA, or Residence Hall Association, was very active in the past. We were, before really COVID started, we had a good presence on campus, but then things kind of died down around then. We're bringing it back. We have virtual meetings. The purpose of RHA, let me just get that out there, is for resident advocacy. So it serves a very similar function to SGA, but in the residence life sphere. And from the in the realm of residence life, we encourage all residents to come to our meetings. We also have the position of floor representative, which is where representatives from different sub-communities, different residences on campus are designated to speak on behalf of their fellow residents in that sub-community. We currently actually have 60, I think now, if not 60, just a little below 60 applicants for floor representative. So that was far more. I was expecting maybe 20 at the best, but things have been going very well. We've been getting well over 20 people in attendance at every meeting, which they are like SGA, but on Mondays at 9:15 p.m. So we have seen a lot of success. I am so happy. We have at least one ORL official at every meeting. We've had Tanisha and Janessa, and Tanisha is the Residence Hall Director for Cunningham. Janessa is, I believe, forget her official position, but she is, I believe, Director of Residence Life. There we go. And they have been awesome in terms of, thank you, there we go. I got it eventually. They have been awesome helping us to advocate, helping us to get answers back to our students and our residents with answering questions. They've been very transparent. We've learned a lot about Carmen Hall. We learned a lot about a variety of different things. Residents have been able to figure out how to work maintenance request systems and whatnot. And I think it's just made everyone more educated overall. So it's been a very good process so far. Every month we work with ORL to put on a departmental program. This month we actually just had our first one tonight. It was the Spooktacular, the Halloween Spooktacular. It was an MTCC. I have plenty of pretty pictures. So I am very, very, very excited to share those out with everyone on our Instagram page and via email. But we are so excited with the turnout. We just had our costume contest finish up along with our speed friending event. There are still candy bowls, I think, at every Res Life CDA desk. So by all means, go and get some candy if there's still any left. Those have been out since around 5. So, but just in general, we are resident advocacy. We're big on every resident using their voice and ensuring that every resident's voice is heard. We answer questions are asked, and it also gives our residents a great great opportunity to get involved with residence life activities before applying to become an RA, which we know is a very coveted position at the campus. I'm a former RA, and I know we have some former RAs and current RAs in Senate right now. So it is a very well sought out position. This gives our residents a chance to get exposure to residence life before actually starting the position. So people aren't going in completely blind. So are there any questions regarding Residence Hall Association? Wonderful. With that being said, that concludes my presentation. Thank you all so much. And I hope to see some of you who are residents on campus. Thank you. Hope to see some of you all who are residents on campus at the next RHA meeting. Be next Monday. Take care.
Thank you again so much, Naeem, for coming to present. With that being said, I also want to extend an offer to any of you guys. If you have an org you're a part of and you want to share what you're doing, feel free to come to Senate and talk to me and I'll put you on the agenda. I love hearing about what other orgs are doing and all sorts of things. With that being said, our next item on the agenda, exec reports. First up, we have Samir.
Hi everyone. So the only announcement I have is that there is going to be a meeting with TNUN for student engagement and success next Monday during lunch hour. Please let me know if you're interested in attending. And if you want me to discuss anything at the meeting, also let me know. I'm going to be sending out a Google form on ITSC shortly, where students can also like put out their concerns. And if I'm basically going to say like, hey, this meeting's happening. If you're interested, let me know. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Samir. Up next is mine. Oh, that's happy Halloween, everyone. I hope you guys have a safe Halloween. Please stay safe out there. Also have fun. And also I have another announcement. Please vote. We still need some more votes, especially since I know a lot of you are in attendance. Just a reminder that voting does close after I think senator reports, but
After
please vote.
Senator reports.
Yeah, please, as we only have 2 more e-board reports and then senator, so please vote. So with that being said, I'm gonna move back to President. Ben, you can take over.
Actually, I think Nick had a update first, so I'm gonna let Nick go first.
Yeah, could you go to my slide, Kira? I think you might need to refresh the presentation.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize. I'm gonna start sharing again. Nick.
Yeah, sorry about that. Everyone can tell how much of a procrastinator I am. I did this at the start of the meeting, and I think she started presenting before that. So just an update on all things judicial for senators who don't know much about us. So Judicial Board officially has its full 7 justices for the first time in a while. So that's kind of fun. Previously, we were always at like 6 or 5 or something. So we finally have a full court. And since we had more positions than, or more applicants than spots, we had like 7 applicants and 2 spots. We decided to take on an extra person who's like a non-voting volunteer, just to get more people involved in Judicial Board, which I think is cool. And then since we have all these new people, we're going to start training them. So if anyone has experience with Judicial Board and you see a gap in our knowledge, I'd love for you to let me know so I can train everyone on that gap in knowledge. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much for that, Nick. Okay, now we can go to our president, Mr. Ben Barber.
Hi, everyone. So 2 big announcements. Rachel will also be repeating one of these. Union Board, OCL, and SGA are doing a game night November 12th from 7 to 10 p.m. in MTCC. We're going to have Chess by Chess Club, a demonstration Warhammer 40K game by the Warhammer Club that should feature 6 fully painted armies. The Library Student Advisory Committee is going to be playing some Scrabble. We're going to have some exotic board games from Professor Kucherek, run by the International Game Developers Association. And Siam and Amstats are going to be hosting a poker room. So join us for games and more on November 12th. There will be food provided. And if you RSVP at the QR code on screen right now by November 5th and show up to game night, there will be an early bird raffle for a 42-inch TV. So RSVP, let us know you're coming, get into that raffle. We want to give you a TV. As we've been announcing for the last several weeks, there's going to be an intersectional training between BSU, PRISM, and SGA with the Brave Space Alliance from down in Hyde Park. That will be in Pearlstein Hall, room 131, November 13th, 12 to 3 p.m. Lunch will be provided. The RSVP form is on screen as well. It's the last meeting of the month, so the Constitutional Review Committee is supposed to give you an update. We're working on things. We're a bit behind, but we're trying to play a bit of catch up. So hopefully we'll have something to present shortly. And that's all I've got.
Thank you for that. With that being said, campus admin, Rachel.
Hey everyone, so nice to see you here. So October 29th, which is only a couple days away, Career Services is holding a Squid Game event on the bridge with Prism. So, and they're doing another event with Prism, the Queer Code Switching in Pearlstein. So make sure to look out for those two events. They're going to be very exciting. November 6th is the Alumni Global Gathering. That would be an awesome thing for you to go to, or I would love for more international students to RSVP to this event. There's also a very exciting video that features some of your fellow students, being themselves. That's going to be shown. Again, as Ben said, November 12th is going to be game night. Get excited for that. Your SG and Union Board have been putting a lot of work into this, as well as the other orgs that Ben has shared. So let's support the people putting this together. And then last thing, this was a thing a couple years ago, and actually may have been a thing last year too, but since things were dead, it's a little different. So I wanted to let you know that the study spaces in MTCC the week before finals or all the spaces in MTCC that are like nooks and crannies, so the color rooms, the P Club, the side rooms, will all be open for you guys to use the week before finals. So if you want a quiet space to be, and we'll also turn the music off in that space, so you can have quiet study space that week. And then last but not least, if you guys stop by tomorrow, the iCenter, the Dean of Students Office, Career Services, and Campus Life will all hopefully be wearing costumes to work tomorrow. If not, I'm bringing pumpkin headbands and I'm going to force people to wear them. Not really, but if they want to, it'll be an option for them. So come by, say hi to us, take a picture with us if you haven't come to see where we are yet. So come to the MTCC office spaces.
Thank you so much for that, Rachel. That sounds really fun with the pumpkin headbands. Ooh. Up next, we have Senator Spotlight. Samir, I gave it away from what committee? Anywho, this is a senator from the Student Life Committee. Samir, would you like to tell us why you selected this person?
Absolutely. So this senator, they always get their things done. And I like to think of this senator as kind of like a sniper, as in you never know where they are, but they're there and they get the target and they get things done. And I really like that level of independence within this person. And I myself hope to, I myself very much look up to it, and I strive to be like that. So, oh, Samir, dear, I already, so yeah, thank you, Naeem. And should I say it, or?
No, I got it.
Okay.
And our senator spotlight for this week is, oh, I forgot I have multiple transitions. Trinity Martin. I will be I still need to send Naeem his certificate, but I will be sending you your certificate. Congrats again. Keep up the great work. Next week, we'll see who it is. And then before we get into senator reports, Ben said in the chat, the office move is soon. We're doing a walkthrough. If you guys did not know, we're moving office spaces from MTCC to Herman Hall. We're doing a walkthrough next week to decide which of the equipment we want to keep. So that's a fun little update for you guys. With that being said, do any senators have any reports they want to share? This could be committee work or outside work too. Oh, and raise your hand and I'll call on you, sorry. Okay, also just a reminder, this is when voting closes. So please, if you haven't voted yet, vote. Okay, I'm not seeing any senator reports. Let's move on to our next item on the agenda. Open floor. Is there anything anybody would like to bring up? Please raise your hand. I'll call on you. Oop, Alberto.
Oh, hello? You guys hear me? Okay, so I just want to bring up an issue that I've been having in terms of, I guess, SGA just not really being present. As a new student at the college, I would say that throughout my time here and duration, I felt a lot of, I guess, discrimination in terms of meeting the students here. I felt a lot of people not wanting to talk to me. I felt like I'm being targeted a lot, being a gender nonconforming LGBTQ Black and Latino person. And I want to bring this up to SGA because throughout all this time, I would say outside of Samir and Chloe, who I just met, I would say the rest of SGA, I have had very little to no like interaction with, despite like all my efforts of trying to voice these issues that I've been having here. And when I did voice it one time to Ben, I felt he literally ignored me. It was an issue that was on the Illinois Tech student community group where I was posting about the lack of space that I have as a Black and gender nonconforming person. And it seems that this goes on all the way to like 2017, and here it is 2021, and we're still having this problem. It looks like there's no real transition. So what I did is I took my post off because I got harassed by an alumni who badmouthed the school. And I just want to say that none of the moderators who are also SGA helped, and the one who I did voice it to didn't do anything. And I just want to really bring up that I really wish that the SGA would be a little bit more friendly and known to the student body. I mean, I don't know, again, I don't know anything. And I just want to bring up if just bring up like the issue of just hearing anything from you guys. That's all.
Hey, Alberto, thank you so much for sharing your concerns. Because there's an active investigation on what has happened, I don't think anybody can comment on this right now. But I wanted to say thank you for being brave and sharing your concern.
And then I will also just make sure that everybody understands. Hi, everyone. This is Dean Stetz. I just wanted to say hello and also make sure that everyone knows that a lot of people have been working with Alberto and with SGA on this issue in particular, and will continue to do so. And so if and when there needs to be more specifics about what we can do better or how we can show more support, whatever, myself, Rachel, and maybe a couple other people may be reaching out to the exec board. But we've been talking to the exec board and we've been talking to Alberto, and we will continue to have these conversations until we can come with a nice resolution. But I do appreciate, Alberto, your comments, and I'm sure everybody is taking your words to heart, and I know they have been since minute one, and making sure that we're being as inclusive as we can and trying to figure out how we can do better along the road. So again, I know, Alberto, you and I know we're going to talk soon, and SGA knows, the exec board knows my involvement, and so I'm happy to take any comments or questions today or at any point, but know that this is very important to us, and we will continue to work with you guys, knowing what a sensitive topic and an important topic that this is. And again, I'm willing to take any questions or comments if you want to, or I'm also willing to go offline and do the same.
Okay, then. Got it.
Okay, thank you so much again for bringing that to open floor. Is there anything else anybody would like to bring up? Okay, seeing none. At this point, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor of adjourning, please unmute yourselves and say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. All those. Okay, the chair is not in doubt. Okay, the chair is not in doubt. Meeting is adjourned. Before y'all dip, the organization has passed with 17 yeses, 1 no, and 1 abstain. Congrats on becoming an org. Look out for an email from me. And with that being said, y'all enjoy your night. And I'll stop live streaming.